Good evening, very good evening. How is everyone? The time and the wait is over. We are here, the RYPEN 2020, brought to you by Rotary Club of Thane Central in association with UC Mass is here. Who am I? I am Rotarian Advocate Saloni Ghule, your convener for this project. So are we all set? But what is RYPEN? Can somebody help us from the studio understand what is RYPEN? Because we have already registered ourselves, but we want to know more. Let's have the AV, please. So how is the excitement from everybody's end? Is everybody all set? So let's figure out what happens at RYPEN, and thereafter I will invite our club president, Rotarian Neeta Palani ji, Club President Neeta Palani ji, who is an Astro Counselor, to take further the proceedings. Please, let's figure out what happens at RYPEN.
Hey there, ever wanted to be a superhero? Let me guess, it was a movie or a comic book that made us feel, I want to be like that too. After all, we all want to inspire the world and do good in our lives. Our childhood was full of imagination where towel was cape and umbrellas were swords. But then the reality set in. The idea of being a superhero faded. You grow older, smarter, and outgrew your costume. But do you still want to be one? Maybe you could start with RYPEN. The Rotary Youth Program of Enrichment is a youth leadership program for the age group of 10 to 15 years, designed at developing young people's potential through a mixture of lecture-style sessions and adventure-based learning.
Well, how does that make you a superhero? At this RYPEN, deferred over 2 weeks, we would have bookless learning, take charge of our fears, manage our playtime, grow strong beyond fitness with some sessions and some interactive tasks. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. But for now, let's just have fun while we emerge as a hero by the end of this RYPEN.
Welcome to all of you, and let's start with the RYPEN journey. Over to you, President Neeta Palani ji.
Thank you, Rotarian President-elect Saloni Ghule, and I will wear my collar as the Sergeant at Arms is not around. So I call the meeting to order, and we proceed for the invocation song by Rotarian Swati Yeri with the lit lamp AV. Thank you, Rotarian Swati. That was a beautiful song. Thank you so much. Good evening, friends and kids who are watching us through FB and other live channels. My name is Rotarian Neeta Pillani, and I'm the Josh President of Rotary Club of Thane Central. My club Thane Central has been instrumental in doing many community service projects with lakhs of beneficiaries. In the youth arena, our club Thane Central has been the pioneer in bringing the legendary Amitabh Bachchan to the special children spots in Thane. We have also called the real life hero Vishwas Nangre Patilji in our club's projects. So we have always had chief guests from the real life and the real life. This RYPEN, that is Rotary Youth Program for Enrichment for the children between 10 to 15, is arranged for the benefit of you kids with eminent speakers. Like on the 5th, we will have Dr. Sandeep Kevkar, who is a pediatric consultant, neonatologist, and certified emotional intelligence consultant, with the topic of unlocking happiness. On the 9th, we have Dr. Radhakrishna Pillai, who is a management consultant, trainer, and a coach. Topic will be India 2025. On the 12th, we have Grandmaster Deepak Sora with a talk on Beyond Fitness. Mind you, he's a 15-time Mr. India, so he will give the Beyond Fitness talk. And on the 15th, on the finale, we have Shaurya Chakra awardee AVM, that is Air Vice Marshal Suryakant Chafekar, retired, who will speak on Be a Real Hero. Now, before we move further, let me take the privilege of welcoming the dignitaries in the control room. Our Josh District Governor, Dr. Sandeep Kadam, who's the chief guest is here. Our guest of honor, Dr. Snehal Karia, CEO UC Mass India, is here. The pillar of our club, PP Neha Nimbalkar, is here with us, and PP Achyut Bosekar. The co-convener of this RYPEN, PP Sanjay Bohir, is there, and the convener of the program, Rotarian President-elect Saloni Gule, is here. So now I hand over the proceedings of this meeting to co-convener PP Sanjay. PP Sanjay, please, over to you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. One and all, welcome in RYPEN, that is a Rotary Youth Program of Enrichment. Dignitaries online and dignitaries offline. So I am having the great pleasure introducing today's guest of honor, Dr. Snehal Karia. Worldwide, he is known for his educational contribution. So let's have AV, please, for introduction of Dr. Snehal Karia.
Dr. Snehal V. Karia. Born on 24th May 1970, an engineer by education, is popular as a serial entrepreneur who has an expertise in identifying unfilled niches and is passionate about concentrating business and social life. He and his family members have ventured in several businesses, and Dr. Snehal started his first business in 1991 and thereafter entered into several businesses, right from software training and data processing, software development and ERP solutions. But Dr. Snehal's entrepreneur idea of UC Mass, with unique technique of developing an educational program based on ancient, simple but powerful abacus tool, proved to be a game changer. A network close to 2,000 franchises in India and more than 2 lakh students in India, he is at the helm of the affairs as the President and CEO of UC Mass India and Joint President of UC Mass Canada, USA and Sri Lanka. With his extensive experience in UC Mass program, he also shares his insights in research activities concerned with child development and brain stimulation. He was instrumental in bringing research scientists from world-renowned institutions like Harvard University, Stanford University, University of California, San Diego. For his continuous support to the education sector as a whole since the last 28 years, Dr. Snehal was awarded with an honorary doctorate by the world-renowned French institution École Supérieure Robert de Sorbonne on 18th April 2017. Dr. Snehal Karia has been instrumental in getting UCMAS India and Canada into records books, Guinness Book Records, Limca Book of Records, Asia Book of Records, India Book of Records, and such are his achievements. In the month of November 2017, Dr. Snehal Karia was adjudged as the Indian of the Year 2017 by jury and panel by some of the most respected industrialists and academicians. Dr. Snehal Karia very humbly submits he owes his success to his family members, without whose support these would not have been possible, and also to his employees and various associates whose constant support, motivation and inspiration drives him to achieve more. Presenting to you all Dr. Snehal V. Karia, our guest of honor. Please welcome.
Hello. Nitaji, please
Could you share your thoughts, please? वो स्टकअप हो गए हैं क्या? उनका वीडियो स्टकअप हो गया है शायद.
I think Dr. Karia? Dr. Karia?
can you take your help?
We are eager to hear from you, Dr. Karia.
Hello.
We would like to hear from you. Please.
Yes,
share your
please.
thoughts.
Shritesh, please, Dr. Karia on the spotlight.
Karia, I would like to review. Please have 2 words and brief us about what is the UCMAS program.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. Good evening. How are you doing?
Some technical issues, so our back-end control room is trying to resolve it.
No problem. Yeah.
I think we are all set. Yes, Dr. Karia, please.
Yeah, I'm requesting others to be muted so that Dr. Snehal Karia could share his thoughts without any disturbance.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is there a network glitch? Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, you can start.
So,
Yeah, thanks.
Can I start?
Yeah,
Yes, please, sir.
Okay, sure. So thank you, Mr. Sanjay, for a lovely audio-visual presentation of my life primarily. Thank you, Rotary, for having me here. It's genuinely a pleasure and honor to be amongst all of you and sharing this dais for this RYPEN 2020. I look forward to a lovely 2-week session with the RYPEN 2020 ending on the 15th of August. And it's a pleasure being here. So today I've been asked to talk about advanced learning experiences beyond books and how it impacts practical life. So first of all, I would like to talk about, since my experience over the last 3 decades has been in the line of education, I would like to first of all throw some light on the concept of learning, because I've seen that people often confuse between education and learning. For me, learning is actually a process that is not into our control completely. It gets wrapped up in the environment that we inhibit, as well as the relationships that we make. Over the last 30 years, I have seen that learning has become one of the most used words in the fields of education. For example, adult education became lifelong learning, students became learners, teachers were called teaching facilitators, whereas schools became known as learning environments. And the whole concept of learning was very carefully monitored. So if you generalize the concept of learning and in from the perspective of education, so educational learning, there would be primarily 3 key areas with the affective learning, and the third would be the skills that we as humans have within ourselves right from the birth. So every child, when he or she takes birth, they have certain cognitive skills among themselves. So learning has to be so that we enhance these cognitive skills in a child. When the child develops over the years, these cognitive skills that are imbibed within the child has to blossom out, and that would be the true motto of a true learning. The second, as I mentioned, would be affective learning. Affective learning talks about the growth in feelings and emotions, sort of attitude of a child. And the third most important type of learning that I would say is the psychomotor, which talks about manual and physical skills that we learn during the process of our education. So overall, if you see, learning is a very broad spectrum which encompasses things like cognition, your attitude, as well as the technical skills that we learn during the program. I have been associated with certain products, UCMAS being one of them, since almost now 20 years. And it's honestly, it's a pleasure to be associated with a product like UCMAS, because UCMAS uses the 3 learning styles. As you all must be aware, and especially the children out there, you must be aware that some of you would be a visual learner, some of you would be an auditory learner, and some of you would definitely be a kinesthetic learner, also called as the tactile learner. So as you must be aware, visual learners are students who can learn when they see things, when they observe things, they observe people and they like to imitate people. These are called the visual learners. Auditory learners are those who learn when they listen to things. So that is why the concept of presentation has come out, where there is audio as well as visual, so that you can talk to both of them type of learners. The third learner would be the kinesthetic learner or the tactile learner. Now, tactile learners, kinesthetic learners are people who do hands-on training. So people who use their own hands. There are so many types of people who learn only when they do it themselves. So these are the 3 learning types. And it's so amazing to see that UCMAS, which is almost a 27-year-old concept, encompasses all these 3 learning styles. So when a child joins a UCMAS program, his visual learning, his auditory learning, as well as his kinesthetic learning, all the 3 learnings are taken care of within the program. And the beauty of this program is UCMAS is not about developing only the mathematical or the numerical skills. UCMAS develops cognition, things like concentration, observation, memory power, even imagination, creativity. All these faculties of a child gets developed while doing the program. And these qualities then help enhance mental faculties like judgment, application, reasoning power, and all this combination of concentration, observation, memory, judgment, application, reasoning finally develops the self-confidence of a child. So UCMAS, when I'm asked to say things about learning, advanced learning experiences beyond books, UCMAS is one of the programs which I very strongly believe is much beyond books. The concept is absolutely based on the abacus, where children operate the beads of the abacus with their 6 fingers, 3 fingers on both the hands, and while they play with Sanjay.
Dr. Snehji, thank you very much for your kind words and enlightening us with including today's young ones. As India is going to be evolving as far as the education is concerned, but is there any research have been done on this UCMAS impact on the early age children are doing these practices?
Absolutely. In fact, whenever we talk of learning or whenever we talk of education, the academic angle of that learning product is always very much sought after. In the year 2009, there were a lot of research scientists from the Harvard University, Stanford University, University of California, San Diego, even MIT, some professors, research scientists from these universities in the US, they visited us and requested us that if it's possible to do research on our children. And over a span of 4 years, these research scientists came to India for 4 years and they did an extensive research program on these students. And this particular research was funded by the National Science Foundation, which is a US government institution which funds research programs. So these, when Dr. David Barner and Dr. Michael Frank and Dr. George Alvarez, when they came here, we, amongst a lot of our UCMAS India's franchisees and franchises associates, it was a pleasure looking at our children perform in front of those American scientists and their team. And when the research got over and when the white paper was published, which, by the way, these white papers are available at the ucmas.in website, it was an honor to see that what we have been talking about the program has really been accepted and demonstrated by these research scientists. And this
Thank you, sir.
It's like
Selene, do
there's
you
a
want
lot
to?
of advanced learning that is going on digital networks. So there is a lot of network traffic that is there. But this is what we best have right now. And also, Sir
absolutely.
was talking about the advanced learning techniques right now. So digital way, is it the next stage? Also, Sir, we are observing a lot of educational policy changes. Are they in line with what research you've done as an academician? And thirdly, since you're here, I don't want to let go of the chance. But thirdly, how novel do you think, as a third person, this RYPEN program is? Sir, over to you, please.
Um, See, you took out a very important point, and that is the new education policy. Yes, exactly. In fact, we have been talking about hands-on. In fact, in my introduction, I spoke about the kinesthetic learning. And the most important learning that we have seen over my 30 years is when anyone does a hands-on training. Our education system, which was existing right now, we lack that particular hands-on training experiences. I have the privilege of living in the North America for almost 10 years. And my children have also grown there, and some of my friends' children have also studied there. And I have observed that the way that education, the North American education system was tailored, it was so much based on presentations, hands-on learning. Um, Children were supposed to do their own research. It wasn't the typical book learning, the rote learning that was so popular in our countries. So this particular new education policy that we have seen really is a very good step towards that education. In fact, UCMAS, we have been talking about cognition and all since 1993. And North America spoke about STEM learning, STEM-based learning in 2000, 2001, which exactly is what UCMAS has been talking about since years. So combination of such education and coupled with a government education policy which helps the child learn in the right manner will definitely be helpful. Talking about RYPEN, I very much look forward to having a close association of my institution, UCMAS, along with the Rotary Club and the RYPEN program, because I was going through the research of, I was researching on the RYPEN website and details and the motto and philosophies of RYPEN. And I've come to know that the philosophies are very common. RYPEN believes in enrichment of a child through education and through activities surrounding education. And that is exactly what we have been doing at our institution, that we help children develop the mental faculties, develop self-confidence, develop a spirit of working together and sharpening their mental skills. So I see a lot of synergy between RYPEN and UCMAS, and I look forward to having more associations with your reputed institution.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It, in fact, is inspiring for us to keep on doing the work.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful work that you guys are doing over last, I don't know how many years it's been.
Sir, 115 for Rotary International. I'm sure our district governor, who is the chief guest, he will elaborate on it better. And recently, Rotary India completed 100 years, sir.
100 years. Wow.
Heritage.
It's unbelievable. It's really very phenomenal.
But the organization stays young when we serve the youth, sir.
Absolutely. And when you are dealing with children, young children, it's definitely we are in the right track, because these young children are our future. And if they are given the right opportunity to blossom, any country can excel. And I'm sure
Right.
Rotary is completely geared for that. And so are we at the UCMAS front.
Wonderful. Neetaji. Can we have Neetaji?
Okay. So thank you, Dr. Snehal Karia, for that wonderful introduction of UCMAS principles to us. The kinesthetic, the visual and the audio. These things actually, some people of us know, but some parents only think the academic thing is very important. I was never of that opinion. I always thought that the overall growth of a kid is more important. So I always told my kids there would be a school which would be only on Sunday and पूरा week बंद रहेगा. So उसमें UCMAS ही पढ़ा सकते हैं. Okay, now I would invite our today's chief guest, Dr. Sandeep Kadam, District Governor, Josh District Governor, to come forward. Before he starts his speech and his thoughts on this RYPEN, we would want Shritesh, could you play the AV, please?
Dr. Sandeep Bapu Kadam was born on 25th March 1961 in village Shirawali, Deoghar. His parents were instrumental in sowing the seeds of selfless service to mankind. Thus was born his inspiration to dedicate his life to childcare and nurturing. And that's why he chose his medical profession. In the year 1988, he completed his education in the field of pediatric medicine. He was honored with the Srimati Javeri Prize and gold medal for topping the DCH exam. He has also presented a scientific research paper in International Congress on Perinatology at Curacao, Netherlands, Antilles. Dr. Kadam is currently a consultant and practitioner for newborns and is a renowned child specialist in his field. Dr. Kadam never stopped his Josh. He is always actively involved in various professional organizations too. Currently, he has steered while holding key positions. He has been instrumental in organizing medical events and conferences at local, district, state and national level for the last 15 years. 1996 was his initiation into the Rotary family. He rose up to be the president soon. Recognized by late DG Suresh Rathore 2001-2002 as Outstanding Quality of Service Dependability Leadership. He has been conferred the Best Rotarian Award for 2 consecutive years. Best Past President Award for more than 3 occasions. And Rotary International's highest award, the 4 Avenues of Service Citation for an Individual Rotarian. Dr. Kadam's engagement with District 3140 began in 2002 and there onwards he never looked back, taking care of almost all portfolios in Rotary and emerged as a successful leader in Rotary District 3140 and then in District 3142. Since 2002 till date, he has handled 22 very important portfolios, recipient of Distinguished Service Citations from 7 district governors. Also honored with Rotary Foundation's Distinguished Service Award and Rotary International's Club Builder Award. Dr. Sandeep Kadam is ably supported by his spouse, Dr. Ranjana. Besides being a strong motivator and able companion and life partner, she herself is a practicing gynecologist and obstetrician. The family's undying spirit of community service is complemented by their son, Dr. Tushar, who is an MS and DNB in orthopedics, is currently pursuing fellowship in orthopedics in Thane. His daughter-in-law, Dr. Rashmi, is pursuing MD in pathology. The family is a major donor to the Rotary Foundation. Gratitude is all prevailing in this wonderful family. They have nurtured many lives with their relentless pursuit to uplift society with their human service. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome our District Governor for the Josh year 2020-21, Rotarian Dr. Sandeep Bapu Kadam.
I welcome come and hello. I welcome Dr. Sandeep Kadam to come and grace the occasions, declare the occasion open. Please welcome. Thank you, Dr. Kadam. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to Rotary Club of Thane Central for inviting me to this very prestigious program of Rotary International. I would like to congratulate the project convener, Advocate Saloni Ghule, and the co-conveners Sanjay Bhoir for conceptualizing this program in the best possible manner. So congratulations to Saloni and Sanjay. And also would like to compliment the president, my president, Nita Palani, and the secretary, Madhavi Dole, for taking up the leadership of this club during 2020-21. Friends, I am representing and bringing greetings from Rotarians of District 3142. nearly more than 3,400 Rotarians in the district 3142. We bring greetings for all the viewers who are more than 220 viewers who are watching this wonderful program of Rotary International. Friends, Rotary International is one of the oldest non-profit corporation in the world, and I'm very happy to inform you that it is existing for more than 115 years, as Saloni has already mentioned. And I'm very happy to announce that Rotary India has completed more than 100 years. Friends, Rotary exists in more than 200 countries and nearly having Rotarians of 1.2 million all across the globe. And there are about 540 districts all around the globe. And our districts 3142 is one of the district across the globe. Friends, let me talk to you about RYPEN, because as I told you, this is one of the prestigious and one of the structured program prepared or developed for preparing the youth for tomorrow. And it's a very ambitious program. And if every clubs can take up this program, I have no hesitation in saying that the youth will be prepared in the best possible manner for the whatever challenges they face in their life. And I'm very happy to see that this program has been developed in such a manner where I got an opportunity to hear for the first time Dr. Snehal Karia. I have been hearing about UC Mass for so many years, being a pediatrician practicing for more than 30 years in this field. And this UC Mass is doing wonderful job developing educational program for children is one of the most challenging tasks lying ahead of them, but they are doing wonderfully well. And he has given the very insights of the different kinds of learning. And friends, all of those who are watching this program live, you have a feast, you have a four different kinds of speakers who are from different walks of life. They will be sharing their experiences, they will be giving you their uh, knowledge from their respective field, how best we can utilize for the preparation or preparing the youth for tomorrow. And I see Dr. Sandeep Kelkar, who is a professional colleague of mine, who is going to teach you on emotional quotient. Radhakrishnan Pillai, he is another good friend of us, who is management guru, is also going to talk to you. I see Deepak Sorap and Suryakant Safek are also going to speak to you. Never leave the opportunity to hear all these good time speakers. Having said this, let me tell you what are the advantage why the Rotary has developed this program for the youth. And I'm very happy to tell you that this program is prepared for the age group of 11 years to 17 years. This is the most appropriate program for this age group, and it has multiple benefits. We as a Rotarian, we call this program as a life enrichment program. We prepare our youngsters for building the confidence in them so that they overcome all the failures in their life to achieve to fullest of their potential. This program exposes them to various leadership trainings. This program develops or helps them to prepare or build a better self image and have a more pride in oneself. It is a opportunity to give a challenging task to a personal boundaries. These programs are motivational, which can really improve the life skills of every individual. It teaches us how to set goals and achieve them. It also teaches the youth have a team building or teamwork or how to participate in a team. Right now, though this program is happening on the virtual platform, but whenever this COVID-19 goes away, I'm sure the very same club, Rotary Club of Thane Central, would organize this in physical format where various activities can be planned for these children, where the hidden talent within each one of them is brought out, their personal strengths are identified, and lot of motivation or inspirations given to those children who are having lot of good strength in them. So it is also exploration of their inner strength. Friends, when we meet during this program, they find lot of friendship happening amongst the children and lot of social interaction happening amongst them. It's also a program which can really develop respect for each other people, or people in the society at large. It teaches us accountability, empowerment, and it can really develop children to form their own values or own moral ethical standard. This program teaches them what is good and what is bad, and it can really broaden their horizon. It may be a personally, it can be a culturally, it can be a socially, and also it can academically, it can broaden the horizon of all the children who attends this such programs. And I'm sure these four speakers who are going to address this audience for coming 3 weeks, they will be greatly benefited. And now I see that there are almost more than 272 children who are already participating in this program and viewing lively. Friends, before I come to a conclusion, at the conclusion, I would like to read out a good poem for you in Hindi. But before that, I would like to give you an example of a person, a double amputee person, Mark Inglis. If some of you might have heard, the Mark Inglis from New Zealand, who lost his both the feet when he was under the ice. His both the legs got frostbites, and he had to amputate both the legs. But I am very happy to tell you that he had decided to climb the Mount Everest. He was below the ice for more than 13 days. He could survive, but he had to amputate his both the legs in 2002. But he had great dream, great desire to climb the Mount Everest without so much adversity, without such a handicap. But he decided to fulfill it, overcome every challenge, and with the help of Caliber, he could scale to the height of Mount Everest. He could reach to the top of the Mount Everest on 15th May 2006. That is the challenge we are going to, such challenges we are going to face in life. Are we prepared to face any kind of challenge? In today's circumstances, we are also facing various challenges, but still, as a human being, we have to come across all these challenges by increasing our enthusiasm, by increasing our confidence. I'm sure each one of you would be greatly benefited by this program. I would like to tell you one good story of a mother who was teaching her son about a kite flying. The mother was flying a kite, and kite has reached to a greater height, and at that height, at one time, the kite was stable at a height, and then son realized the kite is no more going upward. So what he suggested to the mother, that mama, can you cut the string of the kite so that kite can go little further? Mother wanted to teach a learning lesson to her son. So she cut the thread so that there was, uh, and she asked the child to observe the kite. For some time, the kite went little higher in the sky, and the child was so happy to see that the kite was flying little higher. But at the same time, about a 10 minutes time, this kite came down slowly and fell down the ground. And this child was so upset, and so his morale was down. And then what mother explained to her son was really worth listening. When the kite was at the height, there was a attachment with a thread, and this thread was in the hand of mother. So this attachment was keeping that kite at a higher uh, uh, venue or higher place. So friends, all the kids who are attending here, whenever you achieve any success or you go to a higher level as far as your achievements are concerned, if you really want to remain at higher level, you need to keep your attachment with your parents. You have to keep your attachment with your family. You have to keep your attachment with your neighbors. You have to keep your attachment with society and community around. Then only this success, which is at a higher level, can remain at higher level, and it can remain there static, or from there you can go to the next level. For that, you have to be in connection with your family members. Having said this, friends, let me give you one small uh, poem which I told you to, uh, and the poem is written by uh, father of Amitabh Bachchan. लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है। मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना न अखरता है। मेहनत उसकी हर बार बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। असफलता एक चुनौती है, स्वीकार करो। क्या कमी रह गई है, देखो और सुधार करो। जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन की त्यागो तुम, संघर्षों का मैदान छोड़कर न मत भागो तुम। कुछ किए बिना जय जयकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। Only one message to each one of you, that keep working hard to achieve success in your life. And few lines in Hindi for all those kids who are attending this program. दोस्तों, हर खुशी खुशी मांगे आपसे, जिंदगी जिंदा दिली मांगे आपसे। उजाला ही उजाला हो मुकद्दर में आपके, इतना कि सूरज भी रोशनी मांगे आपसे। Thank you everyone, and I thank Neeta Saloni, Sanjay Bhoir, and Neha Nimbalkar, Achut Bhosekar, everyone who are attending this program, and all the past presidents of Rotary Club of Thane Central for inviting me to this very wonderful program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. A big hand. Even if it is a virtual one, we should give a big hand. We are so happy, Dr. Kadam, that you could throw so much of light on RYPEN, because really kids, जो कल की भविष्य की जो हमारी हिंदुस्तान है, हमारा देश है, तो उनको अगर हम मजबूत बनाते हैं तो उससे ज्यादा कुछ भी नहीं है. And like you said, for the kids की attachments बहुत जरूरी होता है. अगर जमीन से जुड़े ना हो, if you don't have a master in life, you never grow to the heights that you have to go. That is the truth of this story behind Dr. Kadam. And I would also like to tell you kids that आप लोगों ने वो पिक्चर देखा है ना, तुझ में रब दिखता है, दैट सॉन्ग इज वेरी, दैट सॉन्ग में एक वर्स है कि ना कुछ पूछा ना कुछ मांगा, तूने दिल से दिया जो दिया। वो बच्चे अगर अपने माँ बाप की तरफ देखकर बोले तो मुझे लगता है वो एकदम परफेक्ट बैठता है उसके ऊपर। तो थैंक यू डॉक्टर कदम, एंड थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग देयर, एंड please declare the RYPEN open, and
Yeah.
then I could just.
So, friends, it gives me a great pleasure to inaugurate this inaugural ceremony of RYPEN, and now I declare that RYPEN, conducted by Rotary Club of Thane Central from 3rd August to 15th August 2020, is now open, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I would request President-elect Rotarian Saloni Gule to render the vote of thanks and thereafter the RYPEN announcements. Over to you, Saloni.
What can I say after these stalwarts? I am speechless but also thoroughly inspired. Aren't you, kids? We at Rotary Club of Thane Central have a dream of going ahead with all of you. But when I say vote of thanks, first and foremost, हिंदी में कहना ही है तो हम आपके दरवाजे तक आए थे, आपने दरवाजा खोला, तभी ताजे हवा का झोंका आया. So thank you very much for all the children, all the parents who trusted in us, trusted in our dream, and enrolled in such huge numbers. Because 272 right now for the plenary session itself is a pleasant surprise for all of us. And like we say at Rotary Club of Thane Central, together we create magic. So let's set ourselves for a magical journey from 3rd August to 15th of August. Also, many thanks to Rotary Club of Thane Central, Rotary International, UCMAS, for sharing our dreams, to help us in dreaming, to tell us that life is an open canvas. You keep on dreaming, keep on chasing, nothing can stop you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much in making us believe that youth can still progress. It's not the difficult times of COVID that can stop us. Thank you for the lovely forum that we have. Thank you to also, I want to have a special mention over here. There is a road tractor, Sritej, who is handling the back room beautifully. Sritej, can I have you on screen, please? Wonderful road tractor, Sritej. And as a youth director to you, I find utmost pleasure. So back on the full
Thank you.
screen, please. Thank you. And many thanks to the stalwarts that we had today. Dr. Snehal Karya, Dr. Sandeep Kadam. What do I say? Thoroughly inspired with your words. Thoroughly inspired, and I am sure the child in me resonates the voice of so many children who have joined us for the program. Thank you very much. And for the RYPEN announcements, can I have my partner in crime together with me on the screen, please?
Thank you,
So,
Saloni.
Sanjay.
Before, yeah,
So, Sanjay,
before
what's the
proceeding
plan?
further, so
So, Sanjay,
hello.
what's the plan? Do we have any task for these children, or they are just going to watch us on Facebook and
Definitely, we have a lot of activities, and we have the worksheet we are going to be provided to the all participants. And definitely, as both dignitaries and stalwarts shared, so we are going to groom our today's youth to making India strong. So before proceeding further, I want to tell something. The Sitesh who is handling backstage, he is also a UCMA student. He used to. So Dr. Snenkaria, so it's a very happy moment that Sitesh is also with us. So
so it's
going
a sign
further,
of perfect collaboration, isn't it?
yes. So it's a great
Wonderful.
collaboration.
So, Sanjay, what's the task? I cannot wait. I cannot wait
So
and I cannot handle the excitement. What should we do next?
So next is forthcoming that in this lockdown situation, Dr. Sandeep Kelkar is going to guide us and to train our children to unlock happiness, and which is most
Wow.
needed.
Wow.
So that
Wow.
is going
I'm
to be
sure
happening on
they
the
are
5th.
stressed out with the homework, with managing their school routines. So this is going to be a refresher session. But what do we do in the intervening days? Do we
So
share that Google sheet that we are made for them?
yes, so we have already made.
Let's
So
post it on Telegram.
we would like to appeal to all children that join on the Telegram and use that platform to communicate and to avail this facility what we are going to. And on the day of 5th, Dr. Sandeep Kedkar is going to be guide us and conducting the training session with follow-up sessions also. So that is a fabulous privilege for these kids.
Perfect. And to take it further, your Telegram channel links, if you're wondering where the email addresses of your parents that you have provided us, your Telegram links are right there. Click on them. It's very easy. Join us there. So we will have a lot of interactions, and you have no idea how prompt and our responses are. We have been getting few emails, and even they are surprised with our response speed. And in the intervening days between 3rd and 5th, what we are going to do is we're launching our first ever task. The first ever task is tell us about your pledge. So, since most of our participants are Indians, we welcome you all to record a video of you reciting India's pledge. We all have it by heart, but also a media file, whether it is an audio or a video or whatever, record that and upload that along with your recorded pledge, telling us what really the Indian pledge means to you. And you know why we ask you to do that? Because on 15th of August, the best pledge videos will be showcased on this forum. So looking forward from all of you. Sign up immediately and download Telegram app because we are craving to have a nice chat with you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So thank you very much, everyone, being with us.